Imagine you're blindfolded in a room with about 3 feet between your body and a white wall. Your hands have this magical ability to shoot paint out of them. Maybe in your blindness, you wave your hands around to see where you're at. And this could possibly look like aggression. It could possibly look like flailing around and fighting, and it's unconscious because you're confused and you don't know who you are and you don't know where you are and you don't know what's happening, but you're just trying to figure it out. This is a state of consciousness. This is an experience that some of us receiving this message might remember. We might know, oh, that was that stage in my life, and now I'm in a different stage. I want to describe that different stage. A certain amount of time passes with this version of you in the room with the magical hands that create paint, and suddenly the blindfold is removed. You can see what you have chosen to create with your human body, with your magical gifts, with your force, with your might, with your thought, with your action. You might look around at what you've created and have no idea what thoughts were creating the reality that you now see, because you were not conscious that you could even think, because you were so scared you couldn't see. You weren't sure of where you were. You weren't sure of who you are. You weren't sure of what was happening, what you were doing, what you were saying, if you could even say anything at all during this experience. You were probably just in complete silence, moving around, trying to figure out how to get out. Maybe you were screaming, maybe you were yelling, help me, get me out of here. But now the blindfold is off, like I said, and you see the walls are covered in paint. You can see that one really long stroke from when you just slid your left hand across the wall trying to figure out what this was. You can see and remember that there was that time where you got really tired, so you just sat on the floor. But still some part of you wanted to see if the wall around you would expand. So you just kept touching it, you just kept tapping, and you can see the taps, because your hand was magically putting paint out of it, and you can see different colors in the paint, and you have no idea that there's a link between your mind and what you're thinking and what you're feeling and what colors come out of your hand. But you're starting to think, your wheels are starting to turn. Okay, all I did was touch these walls, and I think I did this. I think I created this. But maybe there's another version of you that also has their blindfold off, but they don't have that thought. They don't think, oh, maybe I created this. They think the wall must have been covered with this paint as soon as I got here. There's no way this is my fault. There's no way I've done this. I have nothing to do with this. I think that I just came here and this is a crazy wall covered in crazy paint. I never want to experience this again. But before you know it, the blindfold is on again, and you're back in it. What will you choose to create? What will you choose to do? I don't think that unconsciousness is anything to worry about or be afraid of. Unconsciousness is our pathway to consciousness. Our mindless aggression of swinging hands is opportunity to say to the self, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to act without thinking, or I don't want to hurt someone else. Whatever it is that we don't want, it points us towards being the expression of what we do want. And as we collectively decide that we do want peace, we do want love, we do want freedom, add any words here that describe to me, to the collective, what you want, because we're all connected through our minds, we're all connected through our hearts. We don't even have to communicate through our voices. I'm so happy that I was able to share this here with you. I'm sorry that I didn't turn my video on. This came to me after reading something. I read something on Threads. I don't remember who it was written by. And I also don't really feel comfortable sharing their name, because who knows if they want, their threads spoken about on YouTube. I don't know, I can I guess, protect that person that way. I don't know them. It was, a person on a thread of another thread, and I don't know, but I saw this thread, and after I read it, the words that brought me into a state of receiving this vision and these thoughts that I just described to you and shared with you, it said that people are becoming more and more aggressive, and immediately I said, lies, I can't accept that, I can't say that, I can't focus on that, no, people are becoming more peaceful, people are becoming more loving, I'm putting that energy over the world all the time, I love it. I love to talk about the reality that I desire for myself, even if it's not exactly what I see, or even if it's outside of what my mind believes to be possible. I'll still do my best to use my voice to create, to use my voice to speak into existence what it is that I desire, because I do believe that there is some kind of infinite divine intelligence listening, and I don't know if that intelligence is the one that's within me and within you. I don't know if it's all around us. There's things that I don't know for sure. There's so many things that I don't know for sure, but I still talk and I still make an effort. And that's another thing I'm working on, speaking about what I truly know and doing things that are truly helpful. It's all of us working together. And so I thought that maybe aggression is not a bad thing. Maybe things are more open to be seen as positive than ever before, because I'm opening my mouth and I'm sharing my perspective, and my perspective tends to be wildly optimistic. So here it is, this expression of what aggression could become. Someone very confused, someone blind, someone unable to notice that they have an impact, that they are here, that they can do things. You get what I'm saying? You heard about it. And that person, at least in my personal experience, I know what it is like to be that person. I don't have too many experiences of aggression, but I do have a lot of experiences with harming my own life and sabotaging my own life, and maybe a lot of people can relate to that. It's a big energy on Earth. Maybe some of us know about what Earth experienced in the past and how it seems to be wow, is Earth sabotaging itself? What's going on? Nature's showing this. You know what I'm talking about. I love you, and I hope you enjoyed listening to this. I hope that anything that does not serve you now leaves your body. Anything does not serve the highest good leaves your body, leaves your mind, leaves your heart. Words are spells. I am always putting a spell on you and everything around me when I talk. I'm aware of that. I'm opening myself up to discipline myself to speak on what it is that I want to experience, and what it is that I want to express, to move Earth forward into experiences where Earth is taken care of and humanity is taken care of, and every single person on Earth has shelter. Every single person on Earth has food. Every single person on Earth has complete comfort in every single moment. I believe in an Earth like this. I don't care what anybody says about any certain lessons we're supposed to be learning, or any certain tests, or we came here to experience pain. No, we came here to experience anything and everything that we want to experience. And if we collectively decide that humanity as an entire species, we'd like to live on a painless Earth, we could do it. We could create it, but we would have to all collectively agree. If there was one person who wanted their experience of pain and called for their experience of pain, it would continue, it would happen. And it takes a certain type of mind and a certain type of perception to believe that you inflict your own hardships and that you inflict your own suffering. It's not easy to accept. I've been the version of myself to deny that idea. So as you're hearing this idea, if you're like, there's no way something outside of me is causing my pain, I'm with you in that too. This version of me is very grounded and rooted in I attracted that and I created that, and I'm taking full responsibility for my experiences in this moment. But I might have another moment where I'm like, dang, that person cut me off on the road. I had nothing to do with that. Like, that was them. That was not me. Sometimes we do exist in that energy of, that's not me, that's them. I didn't attract this didn't happen. There's nothing wrong. Like, that's what I see. I see that there's nothing wrong with floating through different perceptions. You're here to have experiences. Maybe you're still experimenting about what's right for you. Maybe you believe that you must be fully and completely committed to one type of perception. And maybe that's you. The point is that there is expression. The beauty is that there is expression. And you have the right to express everything and anything that is within you. Everything that is alive with you matters. Everything that is alive within you matters. Notice your inner world. I had a friend today. I hung out with this girl, and she didn't know what I meant when I said inner world. So in this moment, I'm saying inner world to you, and I'm like, maybe I'm talking to someone who doesn't know what I mean when I say inner world. And maybe I'm talking to someone that does know what I mean when I say inner world, but maybe you'll enjoy this experience anyways. Maybe it's a good reminder. The way that I explained to her, and the way that I will also explain to you, what is the inner world from my perspective, from my experience of my inner world. I asked her to think of a song, any song, whatever song pops into her mind first. So please, you too, if you can, if you feel like it, if you want to, if it seems good, if it's for your highest good. Just, you got your song, think of your song. Okay, play that song. Can you hear it? Can you hear that song in your energy? Can you hear that song inside of you? Do you know the tune or the lyrics? Do you hear the words? Do you hear someone speaking inside of you? Do you hear someone singing inside of you? If someone walked into the room right now, that person walking into the room, they wouldn't hear that song playing, correct? But you can hear the song playing. That's your inner ear. Or you could say your third ear. If you can get a vision in your mind of what the singer looks like, or maybe what something being described in the song looks like, or you can imagine what the song looks like, that's your inner eye, that's your third eye. That's your inner world. You are inside yourself. And maybe, just maybe, there is a tiny version of you in there, swirling their arms and moving all around, feeling their way through the inner world, trying to understand who they are and where they are. And all of that's happening inside of you. And you have the opportunity in every single moment to become more and more aware of who it is that you are, to become more and more aware of where it is that you are. And realizing and giving yourself grace to realize that in one moment you could say, this is who I am, and you could be so confident and you could know, and the blindfold is off and you see. You can enter a completely different environment and have a completely new moment of, I don't know who I am anymore. The blindfold is on and I'm inside the body flailing around. I'm inside that room flailing around. I'm making mistakes. I'm getting color everywhere. I'm getting energy everywhere. I'm not creating what I want. You can have drastic, contrasting moments, and it takes a creator, it takes an innovator, it takes a human being with a mind, okay? It takes a human being with a mind to be aware of one's own experience of reality, to be aware of one's own contribution to one's own past experiences, to be able to see, this is how I ended up in this situation, and this is how this happened. This life experience was my responsibility. I created this, and you start to see, oh, I can create this, and you get a vision of it. You open up to your inner world now so you can see, okay, this is possible. I can create this. And then you get to hear guidance. You get to hear your limiting beliefs. You get to hear everything. So you know exactly what to overcome on the pursuit of that vision that you have for your life. And you also get to realize what it is that you are motivated by and what's feeding the vision. You can see what's feeding the vision and also what's against the vision by just looking within. There's no need to ever really look outside of you for advice and guidance when you've got it all inside. Maybe it conflicts sometimes, maybe it's very different, but maybe you just have a lot of different aspects within you. Maybe you just have a really big team. Maybe you've got a bunch of different perspectives on you, shining their light, bringing their awareness, thinking, oh, I think this is best. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. But you've got to find that person that's inside experiencing your inner world blindfolded. You know what I'm saying? Because that place is unique. I don't think you have the same inner world that I do, but maybe we all do. I don't know. This is something that I don't know for sure. But yeah, that's basically the message. That's pretty much everything, I think, for now. I am feeling so tired. Like, I am so... since I was just saying that, I'm going to say the opposite because, right, I'm a creator. I just spoke about how things are, but because of the contrast, because of, I don't like that I'm tired right now. You know what I want? I want to be full of energy. I'm aware of the energy that's inside my body. I'm choosing to be aware, and these are truths right now. I'm not just like speaking like shit, to like make stuff. I'm actually aware of the energy inside of my body. And I'm realizing that I am not as tired as I once thought I was. I was saying that to create a certain narrative, and I'm not a fan of that narrative anymore. I delete it, I erase it, I transmute it. I awaken to my power. I awaken to my power. Golden light, shower me with all I need. Align me with my true frequency. I'm here. I'm here in my energy. I'm here with my eyes closed so that my inner eye can see. I awaken to all that is within me. I am light. I am love. I am truth. I am goodness. I am confusion. I am pain. I am sorrow. I am all that I am. I am love. I am sensing all things and going deep into my inner world and revealing it to my community. And it is safe to do this. It is responsible to do this. It is enlightening to do this. It is loving to do this. I am channeling what's truly within me and letting it just flow. And this is a mode of creation that I am experimenting with. So please give me feedback to let me know how this mode of creation is impacting you. Is it impacting you positively? Is it impacting you negatively? I do want to know, especially if you're here at this point, I do want to know how this impacts you and what you truly think of it. Because I care about your thoughts and I care about your receival. Yeah, I love the idea of continuing to do me regardless of what others think. But also, I love to know what others are thinking about what I'm creating so that I can continue to refine my skill and be aware of what's working for people and what's truly helpful for people. And that's what I want. I want to create things that are truly helpful and for the highest good. And yes, I believe that I can make that intention and I can create that thing, and I won't need any feedback because I'll just know based on my intention, based on my confidence as a creator. But you can definitely enhance my confidence by just letting me know where you're at and thoughts, opinions, reflections, channeling your own divine inner truth, poetry, wise words channeled from source. Put it in the comments. Share your art with me too, and I will connect with you soon. Hopefully, maybe, possibly one day see you in person soon. I want to host live events. I have no plan on putting that in motion. Maybe that's a good thing because planning kind of sucks for me, honestly. But being in the moment and living my truth in that moment and speaking my truth in that moment, that really helps. So Maybe I'll have, a partner or a guide or like some kind of business partner helping me with the live events, someone who's a planner, someone who's more logical and a little bit more grounded than me. That would be cool. Building that team, creating a gathering of really strong strengths, and the weaknesses that are within me are the strengths that are within you, and we all work together and we all do this. So this is me. I can't wait to see and hear you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye.